Diary time. Been a pretty solid to very good week. I think the main thing that made this week so excellent was the fact that I had very little on at work, which was a huge surprise. I thought this week was going to be an absolute shit show. So it meant that I was able to put my head down and do a load of admin-y type shit that I really wanted to get done. Not admin-y, so admin-y type shit I really wanted to get done. That makes it seem so perfunctory, which I suppose might have been the flavour of it to some extent. But anyway, I finished Goddard Binkley's book, The Expanding Self. I noted the book Savor by Thich Nhat Hanh, The Use of the Self by F.M. Alexander. I finished my notes on Constructive Conscious Control of the Individual by F.M. Alexander, and also The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and an article called Beyond Posture by Anthony Kingsley. So I did a whole load of reading noting, which was very satisfying and enjoyable. It feels like I'm going through a learning stage in my life, which is interestingly what I was going through at roughly this time last year. It's a stage of accumulating stuff, and then I'll go through a phase of consolidating it all, tying it in with my own experience, putting it into my own words. It's coming up. This week was a good week in terms of not being ill anymore, getting my energy back, gym performance was going up, sleeping well, until the end of the week, that is. I didn't have any Alexander technique lessons this week. I think it was a good week for kind of consolidating that stuff. Yep. And then I had a dance on Thursday. Very honest, lovely dance. Yes, I should note as well, it was a bit of an epiphany in the sense that my neck had freed up. Having done all this, a lot of soft tissue work on my neck and shoulders, I felt very different. And my meditation has also been awesome this week. Yeah, very happy about that. Feels like my body is really moving in interesting directions. What else? Another great bit of news is that it looks like Anthony Kingsley, my Alexander teacher, is going to be hopefully doing a talk at GS at work, which is amazing because for so many reasons, but I want to work with him in the future. I think Alexander work has huge potential for the corporate world, and this could be its first foray by the man who I think is the man to do it. And then also for me personally in the future, these could be people that I could work with as a teacher. So really cool possibilities there, which I'll be following up on next week. Yesterday I completed my CBT course for motorbiking, although I'm having second thoughts about whether I actually want to learn to do motorbiking, given that I initially thought I wanted to do it because I was going to be living further outside London, but now there's quite a significant possibility that I will be moving into the Kagyu Samye Buddhist Meditation Centre in August, which is not too far away from work, which would thereby mean I don't really need a bike. Anyway, I digress. What else is this a week for? In terms of my food and my habits, it's been an interesting week. I've been noting my urges, my tendencies to do stuff. It's been I've been putting more of a spotlight on the times when I notice a few habits. I've been writing them down, really looking at the actual process of how habits work. It's been kind of interesting. There'll be more on that later, but so I've been doing this the last 2 weeks. So how are we looking for next week? Also gone. I'll give you a couple highlights. Also on Friday, I went out to my friend Jamie's for a gathering of a bunch of basically yoga teachers plus me, people who done talks or taught at the Yoga Evolved Festival, and that was really awesome. Actually, some really fucking sweet people. The yoga-y kind of, the more wholesome kind of stuff. I kind of can do that. Can do those kind of gatherings much more than I can do the sort of more debaucherous side of things. And then yesterday I went to go and see Smith & Wesson, hip hop band. Oh god, that was so awesome. So it's been it's ended up being quite a jam-packed weekend. I'm now feeling pretty exhausted. So I guess I'm going to get a nice big sleep tonight. And then this week, it's a week to finally start my PT course, level 3. Yeah, it's time to gun it. Let's get this qualification. This is the last little faffy hurdle before I really focus on doing my own thing. Yeah. Anything else the coming week? I'm properly cutting now. I'm going to cut down some weight. It's affecting my meditation. I find my lotus pose on my knees especially are much better when I'm lighter. So let's move in that direction. I think that's what I wanted to say for this week. It's amazing how much shit you do in a week, right? Or I do. It's always at least 5 really big talking points. Things move fast. I also went on a really average date just now, which I sort of ended after about an hour and a half. I'm glad I did that. Cool. Night.